Over the period of last 3.5, 4 months, I've been able to generate total of roughly around 7.8 lakhs of sales. Yeah, and I've only ended up spending 2 to 3 lakh rupees to generate that amount.
Hi everyone, so welcome. And today I have a very special guest. So we have Aarish Tinwala. So Aarish, very warm welcome to this video. And I'm
Hi guys,
so excited to hear some more insights from you and some experience. We are recording this video on the behalf of Launcherator because this is the video which you already know. So I'm going to ask some of the questions from Aarish itself. So before going further, Aarish, my first question to you is I just tell me more about, like, obviously I already know, just to give you a little background to people, like tell us about what you do exactly and what were your like biggest challenge before you coming to Launcherator process?
So I think my biggest challenges was firstly, I've been doing performance marketing since past 7 years. Been running an agency as well, and along with that, I've had like a very extensive experience in marketing per se when it comes to e-commerce and custom odd things which do not exist in the world, grey hat, etc. And my biggest pain point was while working in India, you are constantly trading your time for the money. So even with a team of people, I always used to face more problems with clients personally wanting my time, visits, etc. So two changes happened over these years. I realized that scalability was an issue there. So one thing was COVID changed a lot of people's mindset that you don't have to physically be there in order to do a business. And that's when the whole idea of digital things started. And I'd also been a part of Gaurav's journey where I'd taken his course as well to understand Facebook ads from his viewpoint, his understanding, and applying those things in my life as well. And that's where, after the years, when he actually launched a product where it was more like a mentorship. For me personally, there were two things which motivated me the most. One was somebody actually taking my accountability of something what I'm doing, so I don't delay what I'm supposed to build, and somebody guiding me कि पता तो था कि भाई हाँ digitally चीजें बिकती है, but कैसे बिकती है, that's the whole thing. It's almost like we all want to be millionaires, but nobody knows the path for it, right? So somebody needs to teach you that path. So those were the very groundbreaking things that I learned from the Launcherator. And the second important part was being a part of the community. So a lot of youngsters, a lot of people who have made good case studies motivated me more. So I think while coming in the group, I've seen 18, 19-year-old kids making 50, 60 lakhs, right? तो कहीं तो अपने को भी होगा ऐसा कि साला मैं भी ये कर सकता हूँ. So that's a great motivating part. It's a very healthy competition and people motivate you there. So that's been my experience so far from that.
You are from the agency background itself, and these lot of involvements like clients visits and all time involvement all. So when this first time you got your sale like digitally, when you had nothing to do and everything went smooth, and how was your experience that time? And
So
what
it started
was
from
the
the
amount? What was the amount you got at the very first time, like without your
sure.
involvement?
So the first part was figuring out the problem. So when AI kicked in very recently, I wanted to solve a problem which is regarding the creative space. So when I heard that text to image generation was something which was there, in my mind, it was like that can solve a lot of problems and things. And when Chat GPT, Mid Journey, DALI came into the picture, so I wanted to solve a genuine problem. When I was using it, I saw that either if you do not use it properly, it's a very generic output. Sometimes you end up wasting more time on it than taking a Canva template and editing it. And the main pain point was getting the details right. So while working with the product, that's when, with working with Gaurav, my own ideas, the formulations which I spent so many hours on, that's when I came up with a product of Journey to Mid Journey. So in that product, basically, I compiled a detailed training for people where from basics to advanced, they could master the art of creating visual images. The benefit here was they could create images with those details which were missing.
Right.
And the other biggest challenge with is working with designers, a content creator, a creative director, and so many people. So I wanted to combine everything where it becomes a very one-stop solution for the people, right? And as the product grew, I also added things for people like their own prompt builders, templates. So all the students, everybody are very happy. They find a great value in it. And for me, once I compiled everything into a bundle, the first sale I kickstarted was for 1,500 rupees. I started from, I think, Chat GPT templates before coming into this product. And it was a great experience because I didn't have to call anybody. I didn't have to message anybody for the money. It was just there and it came in and he got the delivery on automation. So there was zero involvement of my time in that process. Amount was small, but it was a big win inside because then you know that if
Right.
something like this can come into your life, you can scale it from there.
Right.
That was the first very great experience and feeling.
So since we're talking about this, the first sale, so what is now your result is like? What is the
So I kickstarted with Chat GPT templates, my custom developed ones, and then I journeyed into my own product of creative space, which is Journey to Mid Journey. Over the period of last 3.5, 4 months, I've been able to generate total of roughly around 7.8 lakhs of sales. Yeah, and I've only ended up spending like 2 to 3 lakh rupees to generate that amount. So it's been like a great win, and all of this money has come on automation without my involvement.
Yeah, and this is what you are doing while traveling, right? Multiple cities.
Yeah, I was sitting during this time. I visited Thailand for 15 days. I've gone to Coorg, I've gone to Bangalore, and now again I'll be going to Turkey. And I'll still be enjoying that time. So that's the
By
best
the
part.
way, this is what I was talking about. Like this guy travels a lot, and this is how he's making money.
Yeah, so the best part was understanding how to create these automations where human involvement is less. So then it
Right.
becomes into a
Right.
scalable product, right? Because every time you're dependent on humans,
Right.
there'll be a lot of training, teaching,
Mhm.
and a lot of other things that can be taken care of with automation. So that helps a lot. And I think this is just the journey where I'm starting, and now I'll be building a lot more things ahead of
What do you
this.
think, according to you, since you have already, you said like within 3-4 months, this is the scale which you have achieved. What do you think personally? What could be the potential scale you see now?
So the potential scale for me is personally my financial freedom. So for my financial freedom, where I'll be making the same amount of 7 to 10 lakhs a month is where I become completely financially free. So I'll be basing my developments and goals based on my goal because I think this is an endless pit. People have made millions of dollars also in 1 month. But I think it's more to do with what I want to achieve. So this is what I want to achieve, and I'm working towards that goal.
So how are we looking at this? Like when 7 to 10 lakhs of achievements, what is the time frame you are looking for?
So within the next 2 to 4 months, I'll be there. Like every day where I'm growing the product, I'm adding more details, I'm compiling more value and solving more problems for people. It is coming together as a very good solution, which can be from basics to advanced and further assisting, which is your softwares, prompt templates, builders. So that solves a big problem for people, and in return, it solves my problem of generating the revenue and getting the scalability.
Right.
So
So
it
you
becomes a win-win for both.
right. And your product is the combination of these software plus like a
Yeah,
solution.
so my product is not just, it's a combination of everything. It's a video-based teaching where I teach people in detail from basics to advanced. Then there are done for you templates. So from
Yeah.
my experience, the things which I've been working, I've compiled for them. Then I have also figured out styles which do not exist currently.
Right.
And but AI knows it, so if you tell it, it will give you something. And the last part is the softwares. So I'm
Right.
also helping people with software that you have a link, you sign up, and the software will also help you get a better output. And all of this is,
So that's a software plus template plus training. That's crazy.
yeah, something, it's like the last mile connectivity for people. So I
Right.
don't want to leave them end way. They can completely learn and develop from here on.
Yeah. So my question to you, Aarish, regarding the Launcherator itself, since we spoke about a lot of things which we are doing, you have done already. So the last thing which you were talking about, like the challenge earlier, right? While you serving the clients and agency stuff, XYZ stuff. So how did the Launcherator mentorship program help you to overcome or help you to, figure out or like
Definitely.
those challenges?
So before, what used to happen, there was a cycle that agencies normally face, that whenever we have, let's say, cash crunch or facing, let's say, less clients or less revenue, we end up taking up clients which are also in low ticket, providing them service, which end up eating a lot of more time as well.
Mm.
So when you are with this course, it has given me the ability to weed out all of that low ticket businesses. It's only with, now I only work with some certain selected people for vision, and rest all my life and my goals are taken care of by the digital product. So then I don't need to deal with the swamp and the problematic area of that agency division, which I think is the problem for all the agency owners. I don't think there is very less agencies in the country which are void of it. So because we are not just alone, right? It's a whole team of people which we have to take care of.
Right.
So
Right.
it comes with its own plus and pain points. But with this process, I think you get to do, you get a very important power, which is selection. So
Right.
when you are making money and doing things which you like,
Mm.
you have the option to say no, जो
Right.
पहले शायद नहीं होता था, right? So now when you have that empowering option of saying no, you can take up tasks or you can take up things in your interest, and this thing will keep generating revenue for you in autopilot.
Right.
That's the best part.
Right.
And I think people have a notion. The biggest thing about Launcherator is people have a notion that agar make, I'll just make a page, I'll just put anything in it, and I'll start ads, it will start selling. I can assure you that will not sell. You'll end up burning money. So until unless digging into detail with somebody who actually knows what he's doing or who has done it before, honestly, it's worth it because it will save you 2-3 years of your time.
Yeah.
Trying to figure that part out, you're getting it spoon feed it to you, which is the best part.
Right.
So that's a very important part about the program than anything else. Because end may people who want to do it, they'll anyways do it. But the smarter guys will be learning from somebody who's already done it. They'll save more time for that course.
Yeah. So since we're talking about this, so what was your like biggest breakthrough while we are going through this entire mentorship program?
So biggest breakthrough is accountability, in my opinion. Most of us in our lives, we already know what we want, but we have never really taken a step towards it. So accountability is something a very important factor, because when you get on those group calls and when you're asked, hey man, what did you do across this week? You will run away once or twice saying that I'm busy, I'll do this, that. But the fourth time, you'll actually need to show up and show something. So that's when you actually start putting in time from your life to this, and your your mindset will change only once you start making money out of it. So that whole journey is very important.
I remember one of the incident. So I was talking to Paras only, so he was saying that he क्योंकि उसको काम दिया हुआ था, so he did not show up one of the call. तो उसके बाद third call पे आना था, तो he had to show something. Right, we have given some work, so he had to show something. Now there was like he was little scared of कि मुझे गौरव के सामने जाना है, मुझे दिखाना है, लेकिन मुझे ये वाला काम करना मैंने भी किया नहीं है. What exactly? So he was like he was little scared of it कि मुझे ना गौरव को दिखाना है. There is an accountability stuff, right? I still remember this.
You need accountability, I feel, no matter at whatever stage in your life you are. And you always need some sort of mentorship if you want to break through to the next levels. So the great people in life who have been doing great things, they always have good mentors.
Yeah.
And personally, like I said, being a part of Gaurav's course from beginning, so he's a person who gives true value, right? He's not, and I think a very important thing about Gaurav also in the whole community and program. In other courses, I've seen people don't reveal their key secrets or their actual trade-offs, right? But here, there is nothing like that. It's complete transparency. on you can actually see and learn which is working in real time. There is no hidden factor. In fact, the experiences come from what he's practicing today. So that is very important, I feel, because that gives you a very good credibility as a mentor, right?
Yeah.
That you can trust that person blindly and they'll guide you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So that's very important as well.
Yeah. So I have a very interesting question. Since we spoke about the business area, I understand it, key results, things and all. How, see, when you are connected with somebody, mentors or group, anywhere, XYZ example. So how this has impacted in your personal life?
So in my personal life, like I said, the most biggest impact is me being, since I love to travel, so me being able to be free from calls, interactions, actually enjoying the places I want to be without that client calling me up and asking where is this. And there are issues always in any service-based business.
Right.
But being able to get the freedom to not answer to calls or be free from it, that's something which I personally like, and that was one of my biggest personal life game changers, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like I said, it's always about the detail. So somebody actually helping you make your product to the best version of itself,
Yeah.
that's where true success lies. It's not just creating a me too or a replicate product. So I think you need somebody who can tell you whether this is genuine value or not.
Right.
That's very important.
There are some amazing points, Aarish. I can relate to it. Because I've seen a lot of people, as you rightly mentioned, they think, if you think about, okay, just copying, pasting something and just, getting out of the market and you do it. So,
And one thing I will always tell to everybody listening to this call,
mhm,
if you already see something being copy pasted and sold, that means it's already sold to its limit. When you
yeah,
try and copy the same thing, very less chances that you're going to be able to make anything out of it. So it means a system which has already been out there in the masses. There's nothing unique about it, in my opinion.
yeah,
So it's better to work, actually put in those hours and
right.
develop something of value.
Yeah. True. You have shared a lot of stuff already regarding the personal life, also the professional life. So my last question, obviously, I really want to ask a lot of questions since we have out of the time now. I want to keep it short. What advice would you give to someone considering, enrolling in the Launcherator mentorship program?
So the biggest advice is, like I said, if you are always been on the brink of thinking of doing something or at a place where you do not know where to start, but you have an idea which can be sold digitally, then this will be a very much game changer for you because it will motivate you. One, it will teach you, it will save you a lot of hours in your life because that's what it's all about, right? Time. At the end of the time, we all learn everything, but if there is somebody helping you in the journey, fast forwarding that process, it's a lot of time saved. Because I'll give some small examples. Let's say you did not know which tool to use for automation.
Yeah.
You always went on to that WordPress or some cheap builders or some cheap tools which only solved half the problem. The automation will never work. So somebody who actually tells you that this is the perfect tool or this is the perfect system, that itself will save you months of your time in your life. And
Right.
that's what we are taught, right? Even my product does the same thing. People trying to jump on AI but not knowing, we try and provide value to them that this actually saves time. And it's I would genuinely say, even for people who are at the brink of considering the amount of money that they have to put into investing for learning this, it's a no-brainer because whatever money you put in, the value is worth much more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, you're just comparing almost 2 to 3 years of your life to that small amount of money, which I think is totally worth it. And accountability, a good mentor, a good community. So I think these are all the perfect recipes for somebody who is willing to, break free from their routine or try out something new in life. It'll be a good experience, in my opinion. So in a very unbiased way, like they should opt in for it.
Yeah. There are so many, you have given me a lot of thoughts as well, Arish, because, that thing that traveling wala stuff and all, wo is just like, yes. There are, sometimes what happens for a lot of people, for us, it is like quite ordinary, something like, हाँ, ठीक है, ऐसा हो जाएगा. But there are a lot of people, they haven't thought about it कि ऐसा हो भी सकता है. Ki they can
No,
automate
that's true.
stuff, can build the product, they can, break, like they can save time. They even haven't thought about it. So I really hope ki not from this video, in anywhere, at least they get to know and that they get to taste of it कि ऐसा होता भी है.
No, that's true. In fact, in the months also I've been a part of this community. I myself have come across so many like relatives or family members who are into coaching or some other businesses, which can be done digitally. But in my opinion, they don't know where to start. They don't. They have zero knowledge about how to go about it. So for them, it's the best place because you will be learning from people who have done it. You will be learning from people who have done it but want to take it to a different level,
Right.
and it will save you a lot of time at the end of the day. So it's the best thing. Because in life, I think time is limited. So that's the biggest money and resource we all have. So
True.
the best way is to save it is this.
And that's the best part about people don't realize is कि time ही बचाना है, पैसे तो कमा लोगे, time बचाओगे तो. So people
Yeah, true, because you're gonna work for all your life, right? Most of the times. You cannot sit alone at home. So work is going to be there, but if you are able to win back time from your life for whatever you want to do, I feel, whatever your interest may be, I think that's true success in my opinion. It's not just the money on everything else. I think the ability to sit for that 3-4 hours and not do anything by choice, that's true success.
Right. Well, since we're talking about time, thank you so much, Aarish, for giving
Been a
your
pleasure.
valuable time, because I truly understand it. Somebody is, because I also come from a similar background, having this understanding that time ki value kya hai. And that is why the reason I'm truly thankful for, joining this call and sharing your thoughts with us and recording this
Yeah,
video.
and I definitely want everybody to join this, make a lot of money, gain success, and realize in life that time is the true currency.
Yeah, with you. I also want the same thing. Like people should taste at least, okay, this is possible, this can be done if you truly give your effort to understand it, to do at least, because you have been working for others for almost your entire life now. So at least you should give a chance to yourself to build something, at least.
Yeah, true. And as agency owners, they should also realize that when somebody gives you work,
Yeah.
they are saving their life's time by assigning you, and you are doing the same thing for your life, assigning
Right.
things to a system which can save you hours. So it's
Wow.
much better.
That is amazing example. You have put it in a very easy language example. I mean, thanks for that. Now this is the very different perspective I could think of it. Oh, yes.
No, it is the truth. That's what we are doing, right? We are saving somebody else's time by
True.
giving them a service.
Very
And by
true.
doing this, we are saving ourselves more time.
True.
So that's how it is.
Cool. Cool, Arish. Yeah, that's true. Cool. Arish, thank you so much. And
No,
to
it's been a pleasure.
yeah,
It's been a pleasure
7
being
to
a part of the
10, it's
community.
the quite achievable goal, which I know it and you also know it. It just
No,
keep.
and definitely there are not so many people who have done so much more than this right here
हाँ,
in
वो
the
तो
group
तुम
itself.
करते नहीं हो ना, because you travel, then ना ठीक है, हो रहा है जो चल रहा है, right?
But like I
तो
said,
ये ना,
everybody has a different
I'm telling you
market.
one truth here, यो मजे मजे में कर रहा है, ठीक है, अगर वो और थोड़ा सा एफर्ट डाल के करेगा ना, वो बहुत स्केल कर सकता है. वो मजे मजे में कर रहा है, सी उसका चेहरा देखो, हंस रहा हो अभी.
True. It's all about what you personally want, right? So the more time you put into it, the more
Yes.
efforts you'll get back.
It's personal choice, obviously, कि मुझे इतना चाहिए, मैं इतना कर रहा हूँ, and I'm happy with it, and I'll just do it. That's obviously everybody should know कि उनको कितना करना है, कितना चाहिए, how much effort they
Yeah,
put.
I think, because it's very important to define financial freedom,
Right.
because otherwise, even money or work is like a drug. You will
True.
never know when to stop. So
Mm.
if you know your dreams, you will be able to define everything else better.
Yeah.
Same way, if you know where you want to do in your product and you know the journey for it, you'll be able to define it better.
Absolutely, absolutely. So any last words, Aarish, you want to share before we just
No,
wrap up?
I'm all good. I just hope that people who watch this, they get a real time insight about everything that we spoke about,
Abs-
and it helps them take a more informed decision.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you so much, Arish. Have a great day.